A court orders Elon Musk to testify about his Twitter takeover. A possible settlement between Apple and the startup it sued for trade secret theft. And Instagram and Threads will no longer recommend political content. It's Monday, February 12th, and this is Engadget News. In a follow-up to a tentative ruling made in December, a federal judge has ordered Elon Musk to comply with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's subpoena and testify again in its probe of his Twitter takeover, Reuters reports. Per the order, which was filed Saturday night in a California court, Musk and the SEC now have a week to work out a time and place for his appearance, or it will be decided for them. The SEC has been investigating Musk's purchase of Twitter, now X, since 2022, over concerns about his lateness in disclosing his stake in Twitter. The order comes after Musk failed to appear for a testimony in September and later refused to attend a rescheduled interview, prompting the SEC to sue. U.S. Magistrate Judge Laurel Beeler sided with the SEC after Musk tried to challenge its subpoena, which he claims is seeking irrelevant information and is harassment, as he's already been interviewed twice. But the SEC says it has obtained new documents in relation to the probe and has further questions for the ex-owner. Musk also argued that the subpoena exceeds the SEC's authority because it was issued by a staff member appointed by the SEC's Director of Enforcement. Beeler struck these arguments down, ruling that the subpoena is valid. Apple has reached a possible settlement with Revos, the Mountain View startup it accused in 2022 of poaching its employees and stealing its trade secrets. In the company's filing seen by Bloomberg and Reuters, they told the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of California that they have signed an agreement that potentially settles the case. Their deal would allow Apple to conduct a forensic examination of Revos' systems as well as of its activities. When Apple sued Revos, it said the startup led a coordinated campaign to hire away employees from its chip design division. Apple also accused the defendant of instructing the employees it hired away to steal presentations and other proprietary information for unreleased iPhone chip designs that cost billions of dollars to develop. Revos countersued Apple last year, accusing the larger company of restricting employees' ability to work elsewhere and of hindering emerging startups' growth by using anti-competitive measures. The court dismissed Apple's trade secret claims against Revos in April of last year, though the company was allowed to file a revised complaint. Apple already settled with its 6 former employees who filed a countersuit against Apple along with Revos after they dropped their claims against each other last month. Both companies are now requesting the court to put their cases on hold until March 15th, when they expect the settlement to be completed. Meta will no longer recommend political content to users on Instagram or Threads, according to Instagram boss Adam Mosseri. He said that users will still see political content from accounts they follow, but the apps will no longer proactively amplify such posts. The change, which will be rolling out over the next few weeks, will apply to public accounts in places where Meta's recommendation algorithms suggest content or posts, like Instagram's Reels and Explore, and suggested users on Threads. Mosseri did not elaborate on how Meta will determine what counts as political, but a Meta spokesperson said it would include election-related topics and social issues. While Meta will limit its suggestions related to these topics by default, those who do want to see such content will be able to opt in via Instagram and Threads settings. The change is the latest way Meta has tried to discourage Threads users from discussing topics it considers potentially problematic. The company blocks potentially sensitive topics, including vaccine and COVID-related terms, from search results in Threads. Mosseri has also said that Meta does not want to encourage users to post about politics and hard news in the app. But the change could also cause a new backlash among users and creators, some of whom already believe Meta unfairly suppresses certain types of content. Meta said that people with professional accounts on Instagram can use the account status feature to check if their posts are currently considered eligible for recommendations. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by senior editor Carissa Bell, weekend editor Cheyenne McDonald, and contributor Mariella Moon. This episode was produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.